Hello to my Facebook friends, family, clients, and the like. It's Jonathan Bengal here, and I am doing something just fun, and it's an impromptu, quick shout out for myself, for my clients, everything else. And I'm sitting here with one amazing woman. Her name is Dawn, and she happens to be a psychologist and an owner of her own multi-six-figure company. Um, that she'll tell you more about it in just a second. But because I always get your name, I always get the name. I call it IPAS. Just call it IPAS. And what she does is something so unique and so amazing. She helps you psychologically, the psychological brain. She helps us to get back into touch with it and then to change it in a positive way so that we know how to move forward in this life, looking at it in a completely different lens. So with that in mind, I'm going to pass it over to Dawn. So Dawn, just tell us who you are, what do you do, who's your ideal client, all that fun stuff. So go for it. You've got the mic.
Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you. So yes, I'm with Integrative Psychotherapy and Assessment Services, and we have seven to eight clinicians in office, as well as some interns for individuals that need a reduced rate for services. So we have a diversity of clients that we see, including doing psychological assessments, but we're LGBT affirming. We work with a lot of trauma victims, as well as veterans and the DOD. So very, very rewarding. And one of the most valuable individuals in this business is having Jonathan as our accountant, because he really does help keep us in line, gives us opportunity to ask questions, and I am always learning, and he always is finding the answers. So we're very lucky to be working together. So thank you so much, Jonathan.
That's so awesome. So my big issue is I'm trying to teach people or show people how I'm not your mama's accountant. So is there anything that from your own experience working with us that you can highlight that feature?
Absolutely. Whenever, if I need to contact Jonathan through email, phone call, I can do that at any point in time, and I'm getting more information. I'm not just getting information about my taxes during that one particular time of the year. I'm learning about distributions. I'm learning about independent contracting. I'm learning so much more in order to make my business more effective and successful. So it's really been very valuable to have somebody that's available all year long throughout the month, throughout the year, at any point in time, and have that one person who's really knowledgeable for my account. So Jonathan's helped us grow and has saved us a lot of money. And there's a lot of caring involved to wanting to make sure that the books are done appropriately, correctly, and then I'm following the rules and the laws so that we stay in compliance. So there's a lot more involved than just having somebody do my taxes in February or March.
Oh my God, that's an amazing, it's a true statement. Thank you so much. And here's the truth. Most entrepreneurs who are grossing at least 100 to 150,000 a year can realize tax savings of in the multis of 20, 30, $40,000 a year. And of course, you're beyond that now, which is amazing, by the way. I think you're so phenomenal in what you do, and you've done an amazing job at growing your own business. And we were just talking before we did this little video of your growth and how much, how awesome is it that you did such a great, fabulous job? I want to recognize you for that, because business ownership is not easy. If it was easy, I think everybody in the world would do this.
Very much, very much. And it's been to have my family really believing in the work that I do, and the growth of the company has been really beneficial and helpful. And as well as having the support from my team members. And Jonathan, I very much consider you one of our team members.
Thank you.
Between our administration, a therapist, and there really is no other valuable team member outside. Well, my biller is very valuable.
Yeah, you gotta get the
money. But truly, in order to make the numbers work, and first walked into your office, I was so low, and it was just me. You said, well, your whole structure we need to revamp. Otherwise, you're going to be paying thousands upon thousands of dollars, and you were right. So we needed to make those changes. And when you did, you not only improved the structure of the company, and you also saved us so much money that we were able to reinvest that money into the business and buy more computers, printers, technology, a new building. So we've really benefited from having you as a part of our team. So thank you so much.
That is so awesome, and thank you. And Dawn, you're one of my ideal clients in the sense that you ask questions. You're very proactive in your approach because, as you know, we like to be proactive. And I love the fact. So, by the way, those of you out there who've been watching my little videos I've been making, a lot of the questions are coming from Dawn. So she asks questions, and I turn them into little videos. So in many ways, it's Dawn who gets a lot of the credit for coming up with the questions. Because in many ways, by answering her questions, I'm also adding value and answering your questions. So I thank you so much, Dawn, for all the questions you asked. There's no such thing as a stupid or dumb question. So all your questions are valuable. And if I can make a video out of it, I do. So
yep, that's right. That's another thing. You'll always say, that's a good question. So it's always rewarding to be to come forth with a question. It's never it never seems like an inconvenience. So it's a very friendly interaction. So a lot of really positive things.
Well, thanks, Dawn, so much for your time, and I appreciate you a lot. And I know personally I've worked with you, I've worked with your team, and what Dawn does, something I personally find very valuable, and that is if we're trying to find help, entry into finding that help can be cost prohibitive to a lot of us. And what Dawn does, can I tell them what you do, one of your site programs? I'm going to sell her. I'm going to sell Dawn. So one of the things she offers, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I love it, is she has interns that come in and they work with her. They're guided by her. They're supervised by her. And you come in and you are working with a psychologist. And what I like about it is I can pay with cash. And so in this case, I don't know what your rates are, but it's, a couple, it's like 20, 30 bucks, 40 bucks.
Yeah, 25 bucks, yeah.
There you go. It's $25 each session. And that's basically a copay. Actually, it's cheaper than a copay than insurance. Because I think my insurance wants me to pay 50 bucks or 70 bucks a session.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a great way to test the water and see if you want to work with a psychologist. I think I love that option. Number two, you're still getting superior quality work at a fraction of the cost. And someone like me is going, I would love to, 25 bucks is 25 bucks. That's great. Mm-hmm. Get my mental sanity back. So, and you did. She had an amazing guy I worked with for a while. And it completely helped me through where I am now, which is I'm able to say in front of you, the entire world out there, that anything and everything is possible. All you have to do is simply believe it.
That's right.
So with that in mind, I'm Jonathan Bengal, founder of JB Financial, host of Naked Tax Talk. And today we're talking with Dawn Byrd again of IPAS, who is a psychologist who knows how to make mountains happen. How to remove the mountains through your momentum. So I'm trying to come up with some creative things for you. All right. So we'll end it there. Thank you. One last thing. If you like what you're seeing, please feel free to subscribe below. Also, please send us any information. If you have questions about tax advice or whatever else we talked about, you can send an email to info@jbfinancialllc.com. Or you can also send us an email to my fun email address, which is letsgetnaked@nakedtaxtalk.com, all one word. All right. Talk to you guys later.